Greetings, Saber fans. It's your old pal Megtooth Sith. Got a special project here for you tonight. And this is, there's nothing really special about this hilt. Outside of the fact is, I know Korbanth and Parks have split ways. The one hilt that I did agree with Korbanth and Parks on was this one. Oh my God, I love the DV6. I think it's an awesome hilt. For the price point, it's an awesome hilt. It may not be the most accurate thing in the world, but I love it. I think it's awesome. The DV6 is a great looking hilt. What makes this one unique is this is powered by Proffie 2.2. This is my Beta Saber. Some of y'all know I'm a beta tester for Proffie 2.2. Some of you may not have known, but I am. And I'm going to show you. Hey, Risky, come here. You come in all my videos, don't you? Greetings, Saber fans. Megtooth Sith. Got something here. This is a DV6, a very simple DV6, but it's got Proffie 2.2. I'm a beta tester. This is my Beta Testing Saber. Everybody wanted to see it demonstrated, but the fact of the matter is, if you're running Proffie, you know what it does. I mean, it doesn't do anything special. It's upgraded to enable deep sleep, but other than that, it's Proffie 1.5. Here you go. Of course, it's got accident swings. It's got a localized lockup from Fernando de Rosa. There's two fonts of Beta there.
Be careful not to choke on your aspirations, Director.
One's got Imperial March as the theme music, and the other one's got the hallway scene. This one's got the Imperial March in the blue, and this one's got localized greenish lockup. Because I like green better for lockup. There you go, there's the localized green lockups. Kylo Ren. Localized lockup from Fernando. Vengeance by K-Set with the blue spark tip. Localized lockup green.
What you've told me is true, you will gain my trust.
That's a secret.
Hello there.
Oh, here we go. I don't normally put good guy fonts on my sabers because I'm a bad guy, but here you go. This is fonts by Fours, Negotiator. Localized lockup, blaster blocks. Four sounds. I need to put Imperial Knight on this one. I really like Imperial Knight. Alright, so this will make Joe Ren happy. This is my rain blade with the black spots on it. Background track is rain. Boom. Alright, Joe Ren, there's your rain blade with black rain spots. Accent swings, smooth swing, flash. Not localized lockup. Rainbow blade to cantina, blah blah blah. Balance, rainbow blade, battery blade. So that's it. There's so you guys can see me wheeling around. This is what I do every night, testing this. And of course, on this video I had 2 issues, but I think those issues are with the fonts. They're both by the same font makers, so I got to look at those fonts and find what's going on with the smooth swing. But at any rate, this saber is awesome. It's a very awesome saber. I'm proud of it. Can't wait for Proffie 2.2 to hit the market. This thing's awesome. What's inside? Now I'm going to do a demonstration video for this thing as well, but to be honest with you, it's the same as Proffie 1.5. And for the most part, the beta tests have been kind of a yawner. Let me get a pointer so I can point some things out here. So the SD card that sticks out, I mean, there it is right there. You know, if you can see it, it's right there beneath the USB port. You know, Dimitri Stock doesn't like that, but you know, I don't know. I made it work. I've used Goth3D Chassis on this with the brass insert pieces, and I actually used real crystals that I had to cut down. And this saber is equipped with a 2.1mm recharge port and also a kill switch. So I'll show you what goes on here. Also, I have a neopixel blade plug in there, which is pretty awesome. But at any rate, let's show you. So number one, I've got 3 neopixels here, which they do different stuff when the saber's off. My crystal chamber pulses. My crystal chamber is actually illuminated by 2 RGB standard 5mm LEDs resisted for board voltage, and they pulse one off and blade match one on. So here we go. Let's turn it on and watch what they do. So you can see the neopixels cycling up here and what looks like a turbine, and then they eventually turn a solid red, and there they go, they're solid red. Then we have, you know, they match on, you can see the crystals match there. There's lockup, clash. Next preset, I did something different. I did like a Cylon back and forth with the neopixel, and it's in blue, and it's Cylon back and forth. Of course, crystal chamber still pulsing, but watch what the Cylon does when the saber's activated. Totally blade matching. So when you go into lockup, the Cylon thing goes into lockup too, along with the crystal chamber. Blaster blocks, it affects too, clashes. Pretty awesome. Then it just goes back into Cylon at idle. TIE Fighter, white crystal chamber pulsing, blue Cylon thing going back and forth. Then it turns white. Blam. Back to the Cylon. I love that Cylon thing. So here's the Kylo Ren, which you can see it's actually a pulsing fire blade, which is pretty cool. You know, it pulses on and off in an unstable look. But when you activate the saber, boom, you just get the crystal chamber going in a solid fire blade, and the Cylon thing matches. There you go. And then also, of course, the blade plug's illuminated too, doing the fire blade thing. But that's that. This is a color cycle, and it should spool up to the blue color that is on here. And then I don't think that the cycle here mimics blade behavior, but the crystal chambers do. Yep. Vengeance by Sith, again the Cylon thing. Same as the Vader, but then when you deactivate, oops, sorry, it just goes back to the Cylon, and the crystals pulse on and off.
Hello there.
I did fonts by Fuers on this, the Negotiator, and I did a blue Cylon, and I did a Dodger blue blade. And everything blade matches. It's throwing false clashes with the rear off, but it actually doesn't do that when the rear's on. This is going to be the rainbow blade. This is crazy. I don't know if this is going to show up on the GoPro or not, but hello, rainbow. Rainbow blade in the cycle, rainbow blade in the crystals, rainbow blade everywhere. It's crazy. And this is the battery blade, and I actually put the battery blade to drive the behavior here and here. So, you know, whatever state your battery's in, so I'm probably about 75% here or something on the battery because it's blue. If it was fully charged, it'd be green, and the further more it goes towards yellow, orange, and red, you know, the battery's dead. No, I never even seen red. I get down to yellow and I recharge. But at any rate, that is the inside of my Proffie DV6 beta test, and there is my Proffie. Let me turn the lights on. There is my Proffie. I wish you could see the board more. Proffie 2.2. So, what do I think about the Proffie 2.2? Well, what I think is that it's pretty awesome. I like it. It was much easier to install than a Proffie 1.5 because it has the bigger pads. The negative and ground are already bridged, so you don't have to do that bridging wire. And the pads were just huge, much easier to route. Everything made sense. I really like the Proffie 2.2. You know, I expressed some concerns to Frederick about the SD card sticking out long before Dimitri got upset about it. But look, it's not a brake banker. You know, Frederick had to design that SD card sticking out like that to make room for everything else and make the pads like they were. So, you know, it was forced in the design. I think eventually we're going to have onboard memory and SD cards are going to be a thing in the past. I mean, as quickly as Teensy Saber and Proffie have evolved in the last, in the last year, I can't imagine it's not just going to keep getting better and better and better. But at any rate, that is my Proffie Beta Testing Saber. Thank you, Frederick Hunet, for letting me in on this beta test. And I'm wielding this thing around, trying to make it do screwy stuff. And I have got it to do some screwy stuff in 2 fonts, but I think it's the fonts because they're screwing up on the 1.5 as well. So now I got to look at those fonts and find out what's going on. But at any rate, thank you for watching. May the Force be with you, or the dark side, as it were.